Welcome everybody here to the UCE Nations Cup 2025. It's time for action from Group C as we enter the final week of a regular season, all the group stages, whatever stage of the competition you want to label it as. I'm Infinity. This is Diana. Not like I'm never ever going to get the side right when I point. It's never going to happen. That's Diana. How you doing today, mate?
I'm doing good. My cough disappeared. It's still here, but when I talk fast, it still persists. But I'm good. Thanks so much. Happy to be here to cast with you once again. How was your day?
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, I was really looking forward to casting COD Mobile, as always. Always excited for these kind of tournaments, these kind of days. So, really excited to get into it. I don't actually know if production can actually hear us. No, they can't. And I knew that because I was about to ask, hey, can we go to something? And they're just going to the maps anyway. So, I can't call for things. We're just doing things on the fly. We're doing it in real time today, folks. Here's a map set for the best of 3. Summit Hardpoint, Tunisia, Search and Destroy, and a Raid Control. He can hear me. They can hear me. Oh, whoa, amazing production. Yeah, this is our map set for the series, Diana.
Yeah, and finally I can see you Summit Hardpoint. It's my favorite Hardpoint, and also we see a raid, so raid control, so it's kind of anticlimactic, I guess. But what do you think about this map selection?
I mean, look, it is what it is, right? These are maps, these are Call of Duty mobile maps that you have seen multiple times before. And you know what? I have the memory of a goldfish, but I've actually immediately forgotten what it was. There we go. It's all good. Yeah, Summit Hardpoint, I think, you know what's funny is you like Summit Hardpoint. I don't like Summit Hardpoint. I feel like I'm one of the people that just does not like that map whatsoever. The spawns are really finicky on that map, especially over in P3 and P4. Like, it's a very... look, I'll be honest with you, mate. If we have to get rid of one hardpoint map going into the 2026 season, it's going to be that for me.
Oh my god. Guys, officially I'm not casting with Infinity ever again.
I'm sorry, okay. But I'm not actually sorry, because Summit's quite a bad map. Anyway, that's going to be our first map of the series. We're here with Poland, Yuck, Aimbot, Just 2K, Fino, and Chaos. That is the roster. Talking about Poland, they are one of 2 teams in this matchup that are 1-1 coming into this one. Both of these teams, Diana, got messed up by Russia.
Oh yeah, yeah, indeed. Like I think I was watching last week. Unfortunately, Poland didn't get out of the 50 points club on the hardpoint, so it was devastating. But maybe that's like an opening for us to see that we're gonna get the like third game, because maybe their skill is kind of the same, both Iran and Poland. So maybe we will have like a match 3 opportunity. It will not be a fast one.
Yeah, we'll see, right? Yeah, this is just, you got to get something going here. If you win this matchup, you qualify for playoffs. If you don't, your tournament is done. So here's a look back at that best of 3 map set for then Fuchs, of course. Summit Hardpoint is going to be the first map in this best of 3 series. We are going to go to a Tunisia Search and Destroy and a Raid Control. If we need it, of course, best of 3 means that if a team takes the first 2 maps, the series is done. I will say, I mean, if we go the distance to a Tunisia Search and Destroy, Diana, it feels like Search and Destroy has been somewhat of the great equalizer. Like, we haven't seen a great deal of controls throughout the season so far, but it is worth saying that Search and Destroy always feels a little bit closer than maybe the hard points. That for some reason, if a team beats another team in these tournaments, always feels like blowouts.
Oh yeah, definitely, because I think on the hard point they need more strategy, and because some of them they don't play together, maybe they don't have the gun skill, right? It's very hard to compare to a team that is maybe better, right? And then we have the SND where players play a little bit like not as fast, a little bit more strategic, because every life matters, right? So I think that's why our SND here are
hard point identified. Hostiles have captured the hard point.
Oh my god, the sound of the game was so high on my end, I couldn't hear my thoughts.
Honestly, the first thing I did there almost immediately was just turn it down. I opened my volume mixer and I was all the way down. All right, we're all good now. We're getting straight into game number 1, folks. Apologies there for a moment. We had to figure some things out. But Iran already starting off pretty strong here, Diana. They've got control of P1, but now we're seeing Fino breaking towards the hard point.
Oh yeah, definitely. That rotation from Iran was pretty good, and their control is absolutely amazing on this P1. We have some top control from them as well. Viva is on it, so these 25 points were pretty good for the side of Iran. Right now we have Ares, who is also getting the top control for the rotation to P2, right? So they are actually starting pretty strong.
Poland are going to bounce back though. They will get the back 25 seconds off the back of that hard point, and now we move over towards P2. Errors trying to cut the problem off at the source up the top. Looking for some of these gunfights. Big 1v1 against Yuck, and will take that player down. And now Poland all coming from that P3 side of this hard point. Iran trying to keep them at bay. Yuck wins one with the shotgun. Fino comes in for the second, and Aimbot, well, he's pushed through. He's dealing with any overarching players, but that doesn't help Iran getting towards the hard point. Maybe Yuck can.
Oh yeah, definitely. His position was very good on this P2, you know, his shotgun skills are actually amazing. I saw him like 2 weeks ago, I casted him, he was doing so good, right? We don't talk about the fail from last week, but definitely that push and that break on that P2 was very, very satisfying to watch. And right now, once again, Poland is on the point, they pick up some points, but unfortunately somehow it feels like Iran has the upper hand in this P2 as well.
Yeah, it just feels like Poland not pushing enough. There's a triple push coming through from Poland, and you'll take a 1-for-1 trade. Just 2K is not able to find any more value off the back of it, though. So just Yuck left in on that scrap time, and he is fighting for X6 at this point as Poland make this transition in towards P3. This is the money hard point. Now, a reminder, folks, it might well show that Poland have 5 operators ready to go. They don't. That isn't a public operator glitch, so it shows us 5. They don't have 5, but what they do have will come out to play because you want to dump in towards this hard point, and that's a couple of kills coming out from the Sparrow. One last arrow to send out in the wilderness. It doesn't arrive for anything, but he will get a kill at the back of it with the VMP. So Poland doing a relatively good job at the moment at keeping Iran away. And with that last kill against Errors in the backline, that is a solid hold to stop.
Yeah, definitely. That heal really good was starting really good on the side of Poland, right? It seems like Iran cannot actually break it even if they are pushing with every player they have. They start on the lane side. We have Nariman who got shut down instantly with his operator. That's a big no-no from the side. We have RS2, so it seems that they have an issue with the usage of operators on the Iranian team because it seems like everyone dies once they get it.
Hunter-killer drone deployed.
Yeah, I mean, you do just have to have some kind of good operator utilization, right? I mean, this is what we talk about. I think to a certain extent, people probably get tired of the amount that we talk about the operators in Call of Duty Mobile. Like, you have to make sure that you get them right. And if you don't, you are going to be at a disadvantage here in this game. I will say, though, if Iran haven't had good operators so far, this hasn't necessarily been the end of the world. They are currently only 5 points down. They've got control of the rotation towards the next hard point as well. Psycho now starting to pick things up, and this is immediate claw utilizing coming in. If you can get these kills towards the back line, it's huge. Fino stunned up, but wins the fight. Also, more blue in the feed as well. Poland are not giving up these spawns. As a matter of fact, they're actually winning pretty much all of these fights around the hard point.
Oh yeah, definitely. That was such a good hold in their spawn. He was playing with the spawns as well. But again, Iran jumped in and cleared the hardpoint through catwalk, right, and snow. And that was actually a good position from them. Once again, as I was thinking, you know, this is gonna be like a close game because they're like, you know, skills are kind of close. And it seems like finally we have Iran jumping once again on the point. But it seems like neither of the teams do not have more time, you know, to hold it. And they are pretty close right now.
Iran, 10 points to the good. Lead starting to build here in this game. This is much closer than what we saw between these guys and their respective matches against Russia, where both teams effectively got decimated on hardpoint. Summit Hardpoint is offering a much closer affair between Poland and Iran here. Iran starting to garner a lead here in this game. We look towards P2. Last time around, they actually managed to get a fair amount of time away from Poland because Poland didn't really want to jump in towards the time. So we'll see whether or not that can happen again. That hill will now finally pop here back towards P1. And, well, Nariman looking to try and get some topside control. Drops down, shut out of the hill. On 4 in a row now is going to be Yuck, trying to clear out some space towards the middle of the map, and he's going to get shut down. That's yellow feed here for Iran.
We've taken the lead.
I do not know if Diana has muted herself for me right now, but I'm going to pick up where she left off.
bad.
You did? It's fine. I did it at the start earlier. It's totally fine.
I was coughing, you know, so I was like, you know, let's mute myself. I'm sorry for that.
It's all good. Let's go. Poland currently down by 10 points. Fighting back here in this game. Poco looking for kills from up top. And that's a big double coming through from Poco. That's going to give Iran early control. Splits now coming through. Poland players on both sides of the hard point. Poco on the hunt, but he will get shut down. Poco will open the door here for Iran potentially get through though.
Oh yeah, finally we have just 2K on the point as well. Good rotation on both sides. Actually, both teams did good. Oh my god, that was a good thing on it. We have Aimbot who gets killed as well, right? We have Nariman once again with his war machine. He's pushing. He had a good, kills. He had good kills with that war machine. And right now, once again, we have Iran on the point, 10 points ahead, and they might try to work a little bit with the spawns for these P3 rotations. They were doing very, very bad earlier when we had the first set of kills. So right now, maybe they're gonna play a little bit more strategically.
You would think so. Kills starting to come through for Iran here. Yuck. Big shutdown. Now maybe the door is opened here. Iran, the foot race towards the back of the next hard point begins. Can they get there in time? You can tell Poland, they're very tentative about it. They do not want to let Iran through whatsoever. Yuck. Shots out in towards the old time, and he will win that gunfight. So again, it's that same kind of situation. Last time around, Poland were able to hold this for the vast majority of the time. It doesn't look like Iran are going to be able to break this for the moment.
Yeah, once again we have Poland holding cliff sides. We have, oh my god, Iran coming from the snow side. They are, oh my god, Ipoko just cleared once again the point by himself. We have another kill, and that was a very good push from him. With operators, and also he has very good gun skills. Right now he's holding snow. Maybe he's gonna pick up some of the players, but he was too late because his teammates are just too fast with this. And right now there's no way Poland's gonna get close to that point.
That's the big break coming through from Iran here. 20 seconds of time. Poland now starting to get splits. Desperation starting to set in. Trades you're not going to be happy with towards that time as well. Towards it, Nariman inside. Looking pretty good for the hold. Has help on both sides of the hard point. Through the front here. Double child coming through from Aimbot and Fino. The latter is down, and I don't think Aimbot wants to take a bite of that food for the moment. So Iran now looking to have a rather stable lead here in this game, Diana. They are up by 70 points, and they have first touch on Nu.
And they're already in the new hardpoint, as you mentioned, right? They hold snow as well. We have Ipoko, who seems like he is beaming everybody that he sees. Beside Yuk, you know, is a little bit low when they push. But again, the spawn is in the favor of Iran, and every attempt of Poland, it gets shut down pretty easily by them.
It does feel really weird at the moment, doesn't it? Iran in a lead of this game. Double investment coming out with the War Machine and the Claw. Double kills coming out as well from both. So Poland still looking a little bit individual here on these pushes. That final War Machine pellet amounts to nothing. Poland trying to get in through the top side. Now maybe perhaps an opportunity to do so as a few kills do come through. Next up, Aimbot down for the count. Fino finds some kind of value. Fino for the double, but it's just not enough to open up any clearing towards the hard point. Iran continue to hold, and that lead off the back of, what was it, I think P1, P2, just has not gone away.
Oh yeah, definitely, and the rotation is already made. We have Viva who is on the point. He might play the OBJ side. We have some kills with the Odin as well. There's Poland pushing, but I feel like it feels very, very hard. They don't have the spawns. They don't have the top control, so it's gonna be very, very hard to contribute more at this hard point than right now. And Iran is everywhere, you know, so I'm curious to see if they're gonna be able to take advantage of this P1 or not.
We'll see. They can finish things on this hard point currently, though. Poland in control. Iran fighting a war on multiple fronts. Nariman in towards the hard point. Nariman will find the first errors up top. That's the double. Iran just got to get rid of Fino and Aimbot. Now it's just the latter. Aimbot, what can you do? Death Machine towards the hard point to KOa. He's going to find one. Switching around towards second, but only one for the value. Iran, they've broken through.
Yeah, finally we have Aimbot, and also I think it was Kaius on the point. They used very, very well their you know, Claw and War Machine, so that's really cleared up that P1. They get a little bit of control, but they're gonna struggle at the rotation to P2, because I feel like, as you can see, we have already Iran rotating and already holding that P2 control, so I don't think they're gonna be able to break it.
Iran 24 points away from victory. Poland have kept Iran at bay before, but not on this hill. Predator missile coming down. You get the kill, you get the information off the back of it. Full blue feed now for Poland as well. Iran, can they get through? Nariman for the slide out. That's the double. Iran starting to amount the comeback in towards this game. Poland pushed and prodded out of the hard point. That's the yellow feed. The Sparrow from Noko. It's 4. It's 5 for Poco with the Sparrow. Poco finding more value as well. Iran want to close the game out here.
Yeah, there's no way. Oh my god, this was the best Sparrow I've seen. I think he had like 8 kills. Damn, that was amazing. And right now pushing on the point, he gets the control a bit. We have Yuk with the equalizer, try to clean it up and, you know, make some room for his teammates to get some points. There are 10 more seconds, and I think already Iran is pushing towards the P4. As you can see, they're playing in the back. They have a couple of shots, but I think Yuk cannot actually get them. He's very far away. Ooh.
Poland, last chance once again, backs up against the wall here in this game. Iran starting to push through the front of the hard point. Now all just down to Kayajoa. He's weak, he's up top and he's down. Iran still looking to get in towards this game. Poland removed from it though as Poco doubles up. And that could be it here. One last push through the front. Flanking play from Kayajoa doesn't do anything. And it will be Iran walking away with the victory, 250 to 213.
Damn. I thought the game's gonna be a little bit more closer, but Iran was just playing at the T, you know. They were beaming, killing, and jumping on every point possible. So, very nice play on their side.
Yeah, just a huge play. And, you know, again, I think it was that P2 where really the difference started to be made between Poland and Iran, because I think for the most part, these have been really close hard points, right? They'd been kind of splitting hard points, going kind of trade for trade, blow for blow for basically the majority of the game so far. I think it was P1, P2. That's when that 50-point deficit grew in the second set. And from that point onwards, it didn't really feel like there was any way back into the game for Poland. Looking over towards the scoreboards then, shout out to Poco, because, of course, he was the one that cleared the space for Iran to close out that game, right? I mean, with 5 or 6 kills for the Sparrow. That is operator utilization to AT, and he'll get 60 kills at the end of that Summit hardpoint to boot.
And also, he had the most time on the OBJ. He had over 2 minutes, while his teammates had less. So that is also good coordination. So he was doing everything, basically, being an OBJ and being also the Slayer. But I want to see if his skills in hardpoint is gonna transfer to the SND as well.
I mean, that's the question, right? Because I think the aggression, most certainly, generally speaking, does translate. It's just whether or not that aggression is going to be read by the opposing team. I think that's the big thing for me, is like, generally speaking, when you talk about, you know, going from a hard point into a search and destroy, especially at this level of Call of Duty Mobile, the thing that always stands out to me is you're always going to see a team, given the momentum they've gotten off the back of a game number 1 victory, really try and roll that into a game number 2. And that's especially true for the player that has absolutely kind of gone off in game number 1. So yeah, I think Poco is probably going to come into this with a lot of heat, going to try and ride that high in towards Tunisia, search and destroy. And so really, I think the question for me, Diana, is just, can that be read by Poland? Can they react properly to that kind of aggression that I expect from Iran here in this game?
Yeah, definitely. I'm pretty sure he's gonna be aggressive, and overall the team's gonna be aggressive. But will the team being this aggressive actually help Iran? Because maybe after having this, failed quote unquote, hardpoint, maybe they're gonna play a little bit slower, right? And maybe they're gonna actually win on the side of, Poland. So it's gonna be interesting. I cannot read the players right now, So let's get surprised, like a mystery box.
yeah, let's hope some kind of surprise here as we get into the game number 2 very soon, folks. I believe all the players are in the lobby, so we're just going to get the game started here in just a moment. A reminder, folks, about the stakes of this game of Search and Destroy of Iran now being 1-0 up. It means that if they win this one, they win the series 2-0. They get second place in Group C behind Russia, who obliterated both teams in this matchup right here, and they would have obliterated, I think it was Nigeria is the third team in this group off the dome. They would have obliterated Nigeria had Nigeria not backed out of that first match today. So winner of this map, basically, if Iran win this one, they go through to playoffs. Although it should be said, Diana, the way the seeding works, they would effectively be facing a first place team from another group, which, to be honest with you, I mean, it's not going to be an easy path no matter who you play.
Oh well, definitely. That's something I want to see, to be honest. But if it's like a very strong team, it's gonna be very hard for them to play against. I think last week they weren't doing that good, Iran overall. So I think playing against Poland, that maybe their moral is down because of last week's, I guess incident or like bad games, right? They came in maybe with not the best mindset right now. So I feel like this both teams gonna are kind of at the same level. So if they got not destroyed by obliterated, as you said earlier, one time, there's a high chance that's gonna happen next week as well.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I think the thing is, right, there always seems to be like a big gap between teams in like COD Mobile. Again, at this level, I'll add the asterisk. I mean, even at like a pro level, right? If you look at like something like SPS or Stage 4 that we had earlier on this year, it always feels like the best teams, there's a huge gap between those teams that are like at the top of their game, their region, comparatively to pretty much everybody else. And that just happens, it feels like at every single level, where it's just like here, every single time they'll have a team that wins, and they'll always kind of 2-0 a team. It never really feels like we have like that close games on the whole.
Yeah, I agree, because there was always in EU this kind of gap. We had this 1-2 good teams, right? They were always dominating. Animus exclusive, and at some point it was Nova at the beginning, right? And the other teams that were like very far from their like their skills. So what we see here is kind of like the same. What we've seen before, and yeah, beside the DQs, there were no, game trees. So yeah. You're right.
Alrighty, well, let's hope for a game 3 here, folks. I know there's a lot of fans for both teams in the chat. Polish fans out there will want their team to make it to the next stage of the competition. Already off the start of this one, just DK an opportunity to blow up the spot. Oh, never mind. Viva comes through, eviscerates him. First blood goes the way of Iran.
Oh yeah, definitely. And they're pushing through mid, right? They might get... Oh, we have a smoke in. Top control. We're gonna get another kill on the side of Iran. Make it a 3v2 situation. That was a nasty sniper player, Ipoko. And from shotgun to sniper. Damn! He's not playing.
Poko! Poking him with the Tundra. This thing's been in the meta a while. There's a couple of big snipes there to get on towards the A site. Gives Iran that first blood. And again, just imagine if things would have been different through the middle of the map. Imagine if just UK finds any value whatsoever in that 1 versus 2 in the middle of the map. Imagine they stop Poko later on in the round. A couple of ifs and buts that maybe could have changed Poland's fortune in that round. But they don't. They do go 1-0 down.
And we have kind of the same strategy, right? Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, we have the same strategy from side of Iran, and seems like, Poland cannot like get a hold of it. We have Aimbot who is backstabbed them with one pistol, but he got shot down instantly. Fino with the double, damn, that was nasty. But we have Yuk who is in a fight with Viva. It's a 1v1 situation. Yuk is pushing through mid, the bomb is in front of Viva. I think there is a high chance Viva gonna get because of his position. He spots Yuk, he gets some shot, and oh no.
Lost that round, but it's not over
yet. That's so unfortunate. And you called it perfectly, mate. That bomb was slap bam right in the line of sight of Viva. So Yuck had no choice but to go for the challenge. And of course, they have no idea where Viva is positioned in that situation. So just had to go out into the open through a shoulder, a bit too wide. And Viva will take advantage of that all day long. So 2-0 now are Iran over Poland. Util going over the top. Survival training will keep Philo alive for the moment. Sniper rifle, Fino, excuse me. Sniper rifle still on site, and he's definitely been the most effective player for Poland so far in this search and destroy. Hasn't found much value in this round through archers. Poko, that's a big player to take down though if you're a Poland. Maybe Fino can find something now. First snipe, whiffed. Second, whiffed as well. And oh boy, that's the entry onto the site for Iran.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's a 3v2 situation, and finally we have the upper hand on the side of Poland, right? Aimbot get another player, and it's all on Aris. Got a kill with the Tundra. He's pushing towards the mid side. Maybe he's gonna get Yuk. Yuk is faster, and Yuk is getting killed by Aris, right? And it's a 1v1 situation. Something that looked promising on the side of Poland got destroyed very, very fast.
Now another 1 versus 1. Last time around, Viva won it for Iran. Now it's Ares, the god of war, on the hunt for the kill. Of course, Ares, a reminder, is technically on the offense here, so They are the player that has to make the move around the map. They are the player that have to get that bomb. I will say, I don't necessarily know if Aimbot has any idea of the fact that the bomb is down. He's playing as if he might have an inkling and having to clear out Winery. And on the other side, Errors is also having to clear out their own backside. 25 seconds on the clock.
Ooh.
Time starting to be an issue here for both squads. And again, you get close to that site. You don't want to make too much noise here. That's why Errors is crawling his way towards the site. 15 seconds. You got to go. You do not have time to mess around here. Errors, you have to get on towards the site right about now. And he's not going to have time.
Yeah.
No, Errors, what are we doing? Oh, 1v1. He's going to go for it. He's hunting for the kill. Errors finds him at the close of the round. Did he hear him? Was he got batters?
But if he heard him, how does anybody like he didn't hear him? I don't know. I'm just very confused. That was very funny though. Like you need to play time in that case because you don't go and chase him because he had the upper hand. You could have gone to Honolulu on the other part of the map, and Aris couldn't find him. But yeah, that was unfortunate. Right now we have another push towards the B side, so I think that Iron finally changed their, strategy. Nariman, damn. But there is Poland to actually get the trade, so that was good. You got his shotgun, spraying with the guns, and he misses. He should have remained with that SMG in hand, to be honest.
Now down to Fino in the 1v4. Full site control for Iran. That rock's about to be down and make things infinitely worse here for Fino. What do you do? I think he's just looking for freebies, to be honest, at this point. And unfortunately, in this shot, mate, everything costs a penny and a bit. Fino has to pay, and he will pay in blood. Psycho takes him down. Iran 4-0.
Definitely such a good start for the side of Iran. Now I was expecting Poland to fight back a little bit, that meme with the guy with the stick. Poland, please, wake up, go get some kills. But unfortunately, it's very hard. Besides Fino, they have some small kills, right? But I think it's not about the kills, it's about how the fact that they don't push strategically. They are getting shot down by everybody. Nariman with the double, he just beams all those two players on mid. We have Kayes who gets a kill on the side of Poland, but it's all about their push on the mid and how they hold. Like they basically kill all the players and not even trying to push with the bomb.
And it feels a little bit like amateur. I mean, we are watching literal amateur Call of Duty Mobile, but still feels like amateur hour is the point. Aimbot now for the 1v3. Down to a 1v2, it's just not happening. Every single time we see a player from Poland, a 1vx situation, even down to a 1 versus 1. They are just getting outclassed at the moment. Iran with a nuclear weapons program coming through with a 5-0 start to this search and destroy. Oh, Poland, what are we doing? You got to get something going now.
Oh yeah, definitely, and not dying, because I think that's the main team right now on the side of Poland, pushing and not getting like even some kills on the side. So right now gonna push towards B, and it feels like they don't learn, like earlier they got shut down on the B side because they didn't have any player there to hold properly, and right now they're kind of doing the same. We have Viva who is trying to go back, maybe gonna pick up some player. We have Chaos whose position was revealed by the gun, and right now Psycho is just all over the place with the SMG. So it's a 2v2 situation, and I tend to think that Poland has the upper hand. Iran has the upper hand once again.
It does feel like it, doesn't it? For a moment there, it was 3v2 in favor of Poland. Big player on the back of the site to take down. That's Yuck down. Now time for Aimbot, who once again, unsurprisingly, is in the 1vx, considering he's going to be a player first push back, whiffs the opening snipe. And Psycho, of course, is the better weapon for that situation. The Switchblade will close out a perfect offensive side for Iran and Poland. It's time to do something, because if you don't win 6 on the bounce, you're done.
Imagine we see the biggest comeback ever and Poland wins 7-6. That would be amazing. But I don't think it's gonna happen. Right now, we have this could be potentially the last round, right? Yuk might push mid. He's going back. They're playing a little bit slow. We have Iran lurking around the A side. Oh, then we have Nariman with the PKM. He was using all kinds of guns. This SND and aimbot might get picked up by one of the Iranian players. Never mind, he got a kill, but there is Nariman with a trade. Like, there's no way they're gonna get this win as well.
Nariman just shooting through the wall, hoping and praying, and I think that is paying off at the moment. Players from Poland being pushed back. We'll take a 1-for-1 trade if you're Iran. Nariman can literally just sit here and put every single bullet. That PKM has an infinite magazine. You can just shoot for the entirety of a search and destroy run. Trust me, folks. Search and destroy is long in COD Mobile. You can shoot for a very long time and still exhaust that long-ass round. But still, 55 seconds on the clock here. Poland, they feel mentally stuck. Do you move over towards B? Do you potentially waste time in the round? Or do you stick towards A? If they're going to go for the latter, they are tempting fate. And fate is about to slap you in the face. Ares peeks the corner, gets tapped up, having to back away. Keishoa on the hunt for the kill. He's garnered real estate here, forced the PKM out of position, and finds the killing keeper as well. That might be the opening.
Damn, Aris, I just really stayed a little bit to get the kill. You finally got him, and right now when Poland started to play a little bit slow, it feels like they might have a chance in this round, but never mind. Ipoko picks up Yuk, Ipoko picks up just 2K as well, and they're like done. Now we hope there is no DQ. That's what we hope. Because
imagine.
I've seen this.
Imagine. No, isn't it only Spain that does that? Was it Spain? I can't even remember now at this point, to be honest with you. Whatever team it was. I think it was Spain that did that.
It's Spain with Romania, yeah, definitely.
Well, Spain aren't playing, so there will probably be no DQs. There will be players leaving the lobby, though, because yikes. Oh, goodness. Iran brought the heat to Poland, and trust me, they're going to need it, because Poland is a freaking cold country. 7-0, in search and destroy. Absolutely put the destroy into S&D in that game. 2-0, as clean as you like. Shout out to Psycho, because he brought a switchblade to a Tundra gunfight over and over again throughout that search and destroy. Every single time that we saw a sniper rifle player on the board, they were constantly getting pressed by Psycho. So shout out to that man, living up to his name. He's going to put Iran 2-0, and they go through the playoffs, Diana.
Oh yeah, definitely. I just hope when they're gonna play next week, they have the same energy. They're gonna have the same energy, because right now it was pretty satisfying to see their performance in the hardpoint, and then how quick and how good they played the SND. You know, I think it was the quickest I've seen. You know, well, the quickest I casted here. But yeah, definitely we will wait to see. Hopefully there is no DQ, because every time I was casting there was a DQ. So
yeah,
you know.
All right, well, listen, I don't think there will be one today, but we're not going to tempt fate. We're going to close out the stream here, folks. It was a real short one today because it was 2-0 and there was only one match on broadcast. So there you go. Sometimes that's just how the cookie crumbled, and this one crumbled thick and fast. Shout out to team, shout out to Ron. They booked their place into playoffs. I believe we've now got a couple of teams still to go, and that's going to be Group D tomorrow. You got South Africa versus France and Senegal versus Egypt to decide who will be the final two teams into playoffs. You are not going to want to miss it. Catch us again same time tomorrow here on the Atlas YouTube channel for more action from UCE Nations Cup. Thank you all of you for tuning in tonight. We'll see you tomorrow for more Call of Duty Mobile.